This is a guided meditation to attune with the seventh chakra, the crown, which means to come into direct contact with its energies. The energy of spirit, divine connection. This is the place of soul sovereignty, the place where individual consciousness opens into its largest available context, and the journey of soul embodiment truly begins. Crown chakra is the threshold where the spiritual journey stops being something we pursue or figure out or construct, and it becomes something that we are. It is described in the ancient traditions as the 1,000-petaled lotus center, or the infinite petaled lotus, and it's not because it has some kind of number. It's because what opens here is without limit. In this seventh chakra meditation, we attune directly to the element of the infinite, to the luminous, the boundless field of awareness. We can even call it the dimensionless. The center opens into a particular yet directly known truth. This is that soul sovereignty is not something we must achieve. It is something revealed, reclaimed. All of this as the entanglements that obscure it are released. Soul sovereignty is inherent. Crown chakra attunement is an attunement to this dimensionless revelation, a direct contact with an eternal connection, one that can not ever be lost. The entry into this center, which is a beginning, not an end of the journey, is the path of living your soul embodiment. And so to begin, find a comfortable seated or reclining position. Close your eyes and take some relaxing breaths. As you breathe, feel the weight of your body on the surface below you. This feeling that we call gravity is the direct visceral knowing that the earth, this vast and ancient and so beautiful earth, is holding you and grounding you. And also take a moment to connect with your higher self, or whatever deeper or greater intelligence or power that you relate to. And however you understand it, give an invitation that facilitates this practice for your greatest good and your highest alignment. Crown chakra, seventh chakra, sits at the top of the head, called the crown of the head. And it's roughly half inside and half outside of the body. It's because it is a bridge, it's a threshold. It's the nexus place where the individual life opens into what is infinite, what is, as I said, dimensionless, and another word we commonly use for it, unconditional. We enter this space through the vast, open sky. And so see yourself in your inner vision, your mind's eye, on an open ground just before dawn. The sky above you is expansive, deep in every way, a deep kind of darkness within it. Just the beginning receiving of the first quality of light on the far horizon. It is not yet day. And yet, day is already in motion. Something immense is silently arriving. Feel the scale of the sky. The sky is not a ceiling. It is not a boundary. It is an opening, a threshold into vastness. The sky, we have layer upon layer of atmosphere. And eventually it gives way to space beyond, distances that exceed what the thinking mind can hold on to. The sense is a reflection of the element of the seventh chakra, what we call the infinite, or the unconditional, or the dimensionless. Some call it the void. Ancient traditions might mention any of these, but they simply refer to it as the truth. Now, it can be true and useful to call it the void because of its emptiness, and yet we must be nuanced and not mean void in the sense of vacuousness or negativity. Dimensionlessness, not vacuousness. Transcendent, yet it permeates all dimension. In poetic language, we call it the luminous void. Empty of things, yes. Empty of anything in particular or anything that is defined, but full, so completely full of awareness, of presence, of beingness. This is what the crown opens us back into. It's not an absence in the normal sense. It's not transcending into simply nothing. It is the unconditional ground, the foundation from which, or rather within which, everything particular arises. And of course, it is that to which all returns. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head, the apex of your human body experience. Then sense slightly beyond it, slightly above it, into the space that the crown inhabits outside of the body. The center is half in, half out of the body, a bridge between the finite and the infinite. Feel the quality of energy, of tone, of awareness here. Sometimes you may feel a spaciousness above the head, a full emptiness. You might just feel a sense of openness, opening, something that extends and expands upwards. It can also be a stillness and a silence, a quietness. It's a space that the noise of ordinary thought and ordinary experience simply dissolves into. As you sense into this, the sky above you is deepening. First light is very slowly arriving. Breathe into and with this openness, this threshold of expansion. The crown chakra is often referred to as the center of mastery. It's a big word. But the mastery here does not mean any kind of control. It does not mean to have arrived at a place above the difficulties of life, or to have achieved a state that others have not achieved. Mastery here is dimensionless. It is not a place or a state or an achievement of any kind. It really isn't even a perspective. It is perspective itself. The mastery that belongs to this center is just a word, a symbol, a pointer to something else entirely. It is a dissolution of the attachment of control. It is a release of the conditional structures of dominance and hierarchy and manipulation within one's self. And this, to reach this crown with our understanding and our energy, is to open the path of soul sovereignty. This crown is not a crown of dominion over anything. It's not even a freedom from anything. The sovereignty of the crown is pre-control and pre-freedom. It comes before the concepts are born, along with their opposites, along with their tensions. This space, we call it an elemental space, but it's really the non-element. It is dimensionless. It contains no struggle, contrast, or conflict within it. What it does contain is the simple, everyday capacity to meet life sovereign, all of life sovereign. This means to align with what and how you actually are, to let go of the accumulated layers of expectation, both inside and out, the fear, the conditioned responses. This is the crown's gift of return. Soul sovereignty is not something we create. It is not earned through spiritual effort or achieved through the accumulations of insights. It is what you always and already are. Breathe with this. Likely have already noticed that this crown, the soul sovereignty, is as eternal as the divine, dimensionless being of which and within which it lives. The journey of this center reveals the self that is here now, the self that is before the entanglements of culture and circumstance. It is still here, below, beneath, between, behind, throughout all of experience. And yet, it has this paradox to it. The crown brings with it a paradox. It is the center of stillness and silence, the deepest quiet in our human form. Yet from this stillness arises boundless expression, the 1,000 petals, the infinite flowering, the energy of creation itself. These energies do not change the silence or even obscure it. It blooms within the silence. The silence permeates it in all ways. Sense into the quality of your crown 7th center as it is right now. Do you sense this quality of openness, of connection with something beyond the personal story, yet intimately personal? Perhaps you sense a feeling of trying to get there, trying to see, trying to understand or attain it. The sense of reaching towards something, of searching for something. Simply feel what you find here. The sky above you is brightening. The crown, like the sky above you, is always here, whether it is dark or light, clouds or clear. The space of the sky itself is unchanged. Breathe with all of this. In a very real way, the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, is the ultimate ascension, the ultimate highest expression of the heart. It is where the heart opens us to unconditional love or connection, or simply heartfulness, being full of heart. This is the ultimate space of compassion as well, the space of higher integration. The crown is the heart's flowering upward into the sky, the dimensionless space beyond that contains everything. As it flowers, it is blooming into something that no longer requires a particular object of understanding or really any kind of relationship to sustain it. It contains all relationships, but does not require any particular relationship. It is unconditional. It contains a connection to everything. We call this love, that is impossible to diminish. At best, we can ignore it, but even that is held within the dimensionless, unconditional space of connection, even our ignorance. Breathe with this. enter the crown, to remember the crown, to reclaim the crown. We might feel like we're attaining it or reaching towards it at times as well. To actually enter it is to realize that its deepest work is not to stay up here in this expansion above and beyond it all. The deepest work of the crown is to be of service, which means to bring the expansion, the qualities of the crown, the sovereignty of the crown back down through the whole system, through the perceptions, the dreaming of the sixth chakra, down through the voice, the purification of the fifth chakra, down through the connection that permeates the fourth chakra, down through the will center, the choice of the path of life of the third chakra, down through the feeling and the flow of the second chakra, all the way down, returning into the first center, bringing the expansion of the crown, the sovereignty of the crown back down to the first center, the body, the breath, the earth. When we do so, the root center becomes the throne. Soul embodiment, manifesting our soul through our life. This is what it means to consecrate, to make holy our life. The sacred is not apart from life, but descending or embodying it is what it does. Spirit is not hovering above the ordinary, but moving to take the shape of the everyday. Spirit moves to take the shape of soul, to become. The horizon, the sky that you stand below, is filled with light now. Let the awareness of the crown do that as well. Fill your crown with light. And as that light in your crown is shining in all directions, notice it shining downward through you, naturally, not controlling it, just receiving it down through the energy body, your energy centers, into the everyday textures of your life. This is the light that is always within you, the sovereignty of your birthright. Let it shine upon the altar that is your life. As we attune with the crown chakra, the paradox of this center continues to deepen. While we cannot control the light, we cannot attain the light, we cannot create the light, we can only receive it. But strangely, we must practice learning to receive it. Reaching the crown does not complete the journey, it just begins it. Begins the practice of allowing our sovereignty to embody. Breathe with this ceaseless beginning. begin to take some deeper, restorative, rejuvenating breaths. Breathing the luminous openness of the unconditional, the sovereign truth of who and what you are. Breathing this all deeply into your body. Deeply into your energy. And deeply into the whole of your life. As you begin to return to the everyday world, set the intention that what opens here at the crown travels with you into the ordinary. This quality of expansion finds its expression in how you live, how you meet life. Whatever comes to you, meeting it in the simple, continuous practice of returning to receiving the light of your own sovereignty. When you are ready, open your eyes and return to the space that you are in.